This is the story of two men who possibly saved my life. And the crazy part is, I don't even know their names. What's good? What is good? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Derek Gradinigo. I am back again here on YouTube live, doing it for y'all, doing it special right now. And I wanted to come to you with a very, very special message today. I was feeling like I really needed to talk to y'all about something, and this appears to be the right time to talk about it. It has to do with Blue Lives Matter. It has to do with cops. It has to do with the people that are misrepresented daily. It has to do with the brothers and sisters that are out there risking life, limb, their whole family for us, that we seem to not show gratitude for daily. I want to talk to you about a situation that happened to me. As a matter of fact, two situations that happened to me. And I hope you can learn something from them, because there's something that I carry with me daily. And when you hear these stories, I hope that you feel and you could push it and use it for whatever benefit you need in the future. So I want to start off by saying this. I have family members that are police officers. I respect police officers. Has there been times in my life when I've rapped Tupac records talking about F the police or NWA? Of course, we all have. We all, we buck the system. That's what we do. But as we age and we start to mature and we start to see things for what they are, we start to say to ourselves, wow, these things aren't actually what they seem. And yes, there are some bad apples, but for the most part, wow. We really owe some people in our society a lot. The surgeons, the psychiatrists, the cops, the firemen. I learned this so many ways through the years, but I want to tell you two different examples. The first one, for those of you who know, I like to get down to Vegas sometimes, do my thing, go to fights, party, hang out, live a life. You know what I mean? Live a good life, go to pools, may gamble a little bit, have a little drink here, there, this, that, and the third. So many years ago, I was hanging out in Vegas, and it was a whole day event. Those of you who've been to Vegas know I was at the pool, and then I went to the after party and then the after party. But at the pool, there seemed to be an altercation occurring. An altercation happened, and it was two individuals. You know how it is. Alpha male season. One of the bad things is guys like to buck up against each other. Who's got the best pool, the bottle, the best women, all that. Two guys were beefing, and those of you who know me know I steer clear of beef. I'm a spiritual vegetarian. You know what I mean? But I like to kick it with everybody, so I'm trying to be the peacekeeper, this, that, and the third, all that. That squashes at the pool. Later on in the casino, they see each other again, and something crazy happens, nothing big. So afterwards at the club, we're all hanging out, having a good time. These two people bump into each other, nothing major. The club's ending, and those of us who have been out before, who go out to clubs, they have something called getting caught slipping. I wasn't aware. I wasn't really paying attention to what's going on. You're in Vegas. It's the middle, it's the middle of the night, this, that, and the third. I walk outside, and I go to walk to the left, and a black cop stops me. And he says, wait a second. Something's about to go down over here. Wait a second. Stay with me right here. I'm watching. And sure enough, about 20 seconds later, shots start ringing out on that side. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, you could see him. It was like a movie. Ringing out. I dive back in, this, that, and third. So the cop looks at me, asks me if I'm okay, and then runs into the line of fire. Now, I'm sitting here kind of like reflecting on everything and everything that's happened. And I'm basically like, yo, this is crazy. This cop not only saved me, but he ran back into the line of fire after checking to see if I was okay. It literally shook me. It shook me, and it stayed with me. Now, I didn't see that cop again for the rest of the whole time, the rest of the period. I went back to look for him the next day. I went to ask about him and everything. But those of you who've been to Vegas know it's like a rotating wheel there. It's hard to find people. It's hard to find anything. I don't even know what happened to the people that were shooting or the shooters. But I just found that to be so amazing that this man would do that code of honor that he had, that he would risk all that for me, a guy he didn't even know. And he saw it coming from a mile away. The second instance is a little more personal. Okay. This has to do, it was a situation. I was in Texas, and it was really crazy, y'all, because those of you who've been in situations know that a lot of times the situations sneak up on you. You know how people say sometimes you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. No one ever believes that. You're like, no, you're asking for it. You're asking for it. Sometimes you literally are in the wrong place at the wrong time. And you could be in bad developing situations for a long time and nothing ever happened. You'd be around this person or bad people. Nothing ever happened. But it's that one time that you aren't expecting it. And it's you're caught off guard, at a Taco Bell or something, getting bean burritos and something breaks out. I happened to be driving and I was in Texas and it was the middle of the night and I was in a neighborhood and I pulled over to use the phone. I was having a conversation with somebody and, sometimes the conversation gets so deep, you got to pull over. I pulled over to use the phone. Little did I know, I pulled over on a block and there was a group of dudes across the street at a house. So they keep looking at me and they're looking at me, staring. I guess they thought I was somebody trying to check them out or something, but I was just trying to use the phone, pulled over. So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the dude starts pointing at me from about 100 feet and I could see him and they start getting in a car like they're going to come for me. So me being the person I am, I don't know who these dudes are. I do a U-turn and start driving off. I'm driving off. They are chasing me. Now, keep in mind, this makes absolutely, positively no sense. But at the end of the day, one thing I respect is ignorance. And I'm not going to stick around and allow us to have a conversation when you might be some ignorant person that thinks I'm somebody I'm not. So I am driving, y'all. This is like a movie. I am driving literally 100 miles an hour. They are chasing me. I don't know who they think I am, if they think I'm a cop, if they think I'm whatever. I am driving literally 100 miles an hour through stoplights on purpose. Now, the reason I'm driving through them on purpose is I am praying that a cop sees me and tries to come and be like, what's going on, blah, blah. Do you know, like, you ever hear the saying, whenever you need a cop, he's not around, or whenever you need something, they're not around, but they're around? Look, y'all, I drove through at least 8 red lights. These people were after me. I didn't know what was going on. I drive. Toward the end, if you're in Texas, you know of a place called Whataburger, right? I see a Whataburger. And in the Whataburger parking lot is 2 cops with their lights half cocked on. And I see them it had to be 300 yards. I look way off to the left. And so I veer off and I'm like, boom, I'm going to the cops like a game of tag. If I could get to the tree before they get me, then I'm safe. So I'm like, let me go. They're following me, not even paying attention to their surroundings. They're looking at my taillights. So they're just following me. So I pull around the corner at the Whataburger and pull up to the cops. They don't even see what I'm doing. They're just focused on turning. I pull up to the cops and I roll my window down. There's 2 cops talking there. And I'm like, yo, these dudes are after me. I don't know what they want. They're after me. Now, this is the part I want y'all to pay attention to. This is the part I really want y'all to pay attention to. The dudes pull up behind me. It's like 4 African-American dudes in a vehicle, in a car, whatever. The cops look at them. They make eye contact. The cops immediately are like, wait. They go to back up. The cops jump in their cars, both their cars. The dudes veer off. The cops go chasing them, lights on. Now, keep in mind, I'm now at the Whataburger alone, like sitting there in the vehicle, like, yo, what just happened? And again, I want y'all to reflect on this because I just told y'all the story, but I want you to reflect on this. I just pulled up to some cops. They don't know me from Adam. They technically just saved me from whoever these people are who think I am or whatever. The cops don't even ask questions. They go to stop the dudes. The dudes pull off. The cops go chasing them with lights on. Now, here's the crazy part. The cop says, basically, we'll be right back. Jumps in the car, veers off. I wait there for like an hour. Nothing happens. Cops never come back. So I don't know if the dudes got arrested. They might be in jail watching this right now. If they are, yo bad, you shouldn't have done it. But here's the reality that I want y'all to really think about. Everybody out there knows somebody who will fight for you, like box for you. You know what I mean? You have to have a certain protocol to box for somebody, right? It's like, I'm a box for you. You my man, you know, you the homie, you whatever, or the girls, you my home girl, you my ace boom, 50 grand. I'll box for you. I want y'all to think about something when we talk about police. These people literally will box for you regardless because they've taken a code to protect and serve. Think about how crazy that is. If I'd have pulled up to some of my homeboys, they might have started boxing for me. But I pull up to police and they immediately take the role of my lifelong homeboy. And they're like, yo, we got your back. We go and get them. And it humbled me so hard that to sit up here now and say we need to defund these people. We need to take money away from, nah, bruh. We need to take money away from these athletes who don't deserve all that money to be putting the ball through a hoop like a trained seal. We need to give the money to the police. We need to get the money to the new Ben Carsons. We need to get the money to our people in the law system that are trying to develop new laws to make things fair for everybody. That's who needs to get the lion's share of things. We need to start feeding people, helping people, curing people, getting some of these diseases off the streets because they know they could cure them. That goes along with the basic precedent of respecting your police. I'll tell you straight up, y'all, that is so humbling to think about. Think about it right now. You have some people in your life right now that will not lift a finger to box for you. They won't. You can go, they'll laugh. They'll be like, ha, you got pushed, whatever. They won't. The police will box for you without even knowing you. Because they've taken an oath to protect and serve. And that includes you, the common American citizen. How can we do anything but respect these people? Regardless of who I am or what people think. Because a lot of people will say, well, Derek is this kind of conservative, or he likes to party, but he doesn't judge people. He likes to have an open mind, and, you know, he's Christian and does this, but he doesn't like to judge like we do. We love judging people. He doesn't like to judge. I don't. They'll say somebody like me will never like cops because I'm supposed to be a little, open-minded. So I obviously can't like the stringency of police. No. We need order. Don't get it twisted. I don't judge. I like to hang out. I like to be cool. I like to whatever. But we need order. Don't get it twisted. We don't need to be running around here like Last of the Mohicans with the head, a dude in charge with a little loincloth on, looking like, the Chaz part 2. We don't need that. We don't need some crazy situation where you got like 7 jokers running the city. And I do mean the Joker, literally. White paint, red lips, purple suit. We don't need 7 of them running the city. We need police. We need order. And we need God. You hear me? Anyways, I wanted to come in and tell y'all those 2 stories. And I hope they did something for you. I hope they did. I hope they did something for you. I really do. And I hope that if you don't respect police, you look at what I just said and realize the people in your life that won't even box for you. But understand, these people take a code to box for you and your grandma and your kid and your daddy and your uncle right now and don't even know your name, but will stand up there and take these punches for you. You gotta respect that. That's gangster. That's real. That's godly. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the channel. Make sure you hit that little ding ding bell, whatever it is. Y'all know I'm new on this. Y'all know I'm new. So hit the ding ding bell so you can go ahead and get those notices whenever I do a video. All right. Make sure you hit the thing. And remember, there's only 2 things important in this world, and both of them are love. I'll see you on the next video. All right.